Paraguay real estate is one of the most misunderstood markets in the world right now, but that's also why it's one of the best opportunities in South America in 2026. And that is also why it's no surprise in one neighborhood here, you can literally find a $30,000 to $6,000 shack right next to a multi-million-dollar property all in the same block. And I know that sounds pretty crazy at first, but it actually reveals something very important about the unique market here. Paraguay is still in its early development cycle, and that creates opportunities that simply do not exist in other markets. Hey guys, I'm Caleb with Base in Paraguay, and in today's video, I'm going to break down exactly how investing in Paraguay real estate works here in Paraguay from a local perspective, boots on the ground, what investors are doing here now and actually winning with, and the biggest mistakes that we see foreigners make when they try to approach this market. One of the reasons that Paraguay remains such an awesome opportunity now is that almost nobody internationally is talking about it. If you look at global real estate hotspots, you get the same mix of places. You get Mexico, Dubai, Portugal, all these. You can get hours and hours of content on that on YouTube. These markets dominate the conversation, but Paraguay is very, very rarely in those discussions. And there's a reason for that. Paraguay is boring as hell. It's landlocked. There's no beaches. Well, there's rivers that are turned into beaches. There's no mountains. There's little hills they call cerros. Still beautiful, but not the same thing. It's just not a tourism hub, so it does not attract international attention as easily as a beach destination or global metropolis would. But sometimes the most interesting opportunities are exactly where people are not looking yet. So one of the first things that surprises investors here is how uneven the development is, which is how you can get a situation with the modest $60,000 house, for example, right next to a multi-million-dollar property on a block. Repeat next block, you see a new combination, etc. And it repeats. And this happens because Paraguay is still in a very early stage of market development. Whereas markets like Miami, Madrid, Toronto, they've been developing for decades. So everything has become homogenized over time and is more or less predictable. But Paraguay has not reached that phase yet, which creates a situation where micro locations matter enormously. And that is also why having local knowledge with boots on the ground here is not only important, but essential if you want to invest in Paraguay real estate the right way, the most secure way. But before we get into the specific local knowledge that will help you as an investor here in Paraguay, we're going to break down the three types of investors that we typically see in this market. Number one is the digital nomad investors. These investors usually buy small apartments and they stick to Asunción, which is the capital of Paraguay. And their strategy is usually simple. It's to live there full-time or part-time. And when they're not living there, they can leverage the apartment for rental income via Airbnb or local rentals. And this strategy is working exceptionally well right now because the rental market is super hot in Paraguay. Side note, since I got here 3 years ago, it's been about a 20 to 30, if not 40% increase in Airbnb prices alone in those 3 years. It is insane, and that's because everyone and their mamas is flocking to Paraguay right now to get Paraguay residency, and that's because more and more people are starting to catch on to the potential here, and it is going through a boom. And that is also why we're able to easily see upward returns of sometimes even 20 to 25% for rental income on properties that we manage. Number two is local rental investors. These are investors that buy properties aimed at the local market. These properties may be lower quality and generate slightly lower monthly rent compared to the foreign rentals, but they often provide very long-term, stable rental tenants and stable cash flow to expand, or which then eventually provides the opportunity to reinvest into the property, make it better, and attract higher tier clients. This strategy tends to work best for investors looking for consistent cash flow rather than short-term upside. And the third type we see are land and development investors. This is where Paraguay becomes really, really interesting, because one thing that surprises investors the most here is how flexible the construction regulations are here. It is insane. It's pretty much the Wild Wild West, and you can do just about everything, with some exceptions, of course. This flexibility is amazing for people who want to develop residential projects, build rental units, or just reposition land over time. Now, with all that opportunity, it is important to talk about the other side of the equation, the risk, which leads us to the biggest mistake that foreigners make in Paraguay, is assuming that the market operates like Western countries. This is not okay, and this is the fastest way to get cooked, because it does not operate that way. There is a legal framework that exists, yes, but the system here is still very relationship driven and very verification heavy, which means that a document that may appear legitimate still needs multiple layers of verification and validation, not just from lawyers, but from lawyers who are aware of the local ins and outs, both said and unsaid, if you catch my drift. Pass a little money here, stamp type of thing, okay? You need local sources who are fluent in this language. And if you don't have that, that is the fastest way to get screwed over and scammed as a foreigner. Okay, so if that didn't scare you off already, good. But if it did, understandable. So another important factor about Paraguay real estate is local nuance. Because development here is still uneven, the value of a property can change dramatically depending what happens around it and things that are outside of your control that are very, very hard to plan for unless you have a local understanding of the unsaid. For example, someone could build a loud bar right next to your very beautiful, expensive property in some jurisdiction. Another neighborhood might have local rules affecting commercial activity, or an area could just quickly develop because a new structure appears. Like, these things are very, very tough to predict if you're investing remotely without local insight. That's why you need boots on the ground, tapped in with both local jurisdictions and customs that are both formally and informally stated, because you can wake up with an unexpected problem after remotely purchasing your property, like a trash pile that started on your block that keeps growing, which will directly influence the value of your equity in real time. And there are very few ways for you to mitigate these risks unless you have a source fluent in this kind of language and behavior. So despite those risks, many investors remain extremely interested in Paraguay. First, entry prices are relatively low compared to other markets. It's not the cheapest anymore, that's past, but there is a lot of value here for all different sizes of wallets. Second, there is a significant flexibility in development and construction. You can literally do what you want here. And third, depending on the strategy, rental yields can be extremely strong. Again, rental in Paraguay right now is booming. It's insane. So to wrap things up here, the key takeaway about Paraguay real estate is this. It is not a simple market. It is an early stage market. And early stage markets come with two things at the same time: opportunity and complexity. So if you understand how the system works and build the right local relationships, Paraguay can offer opportunities that do not exist in other markets. But if you approach this market and assume it works like other markets, especially those in Western developed countries, you are booking yourself a one-way ticket to getting screwed over really quick. That's all I got for you guys today. If you like this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you do not miss out on the next one. And if you're curious about how Paraguay can work as a strategic base for investing, relocation, or your business operations, I created something called the Strategic Assessment Guide. It only takes about 2 minutes, and it's available in the link in the bio. So check it out if you want. Until the next time.